Good morning, the honorable judges. Let me introduce myself. My name is Clarissa and I'm from BPK PENABUR Senior High School. Today, I'd like to deliver my speech about beauty in diversity. But before that, I'd like to thank you for the opportunities to join Erlang English Speech Contest 2020. So, diversity. It talks about variations and differences. There are a lot of kind of diversity in this world, such as diversity in food, species, cultures, and many more. Diversity is an asset for a country because it can make that country special or unique. So then a lot of people will like it and some of them want to learn it more deeply. We also have our cultures in Indonesia. We are really lucky that we can live here. We have really rich and unique cultures. However, since we live in globalization era, most of young people think that our culture isn't important and they are more interested in other countries' cultures than their own cultures. Actually, it's good for knowing other countries' cultures, but we should know which can and cannot be applied to our cultures. There are positive and negative impacts from that case. The positive impacts are we can cooperate with them. So if we need help, we can ask them for help, or even they will help us without being asked, and vice versa. Besides that, we could try to improve our knowledge and speaking skill by trying to speak with them. But not all foreigners' cultures are matched with ours, such as the way they speak. Most of them are not polite while they were speaking, the way they dress up, and many more. In fact, our country put a lot of effort to make sure our people are not forgetting our own cultures. So before we try to give some advice to people nowadays, we should think why they are more interested in other countries' cultures than their own cultures. There are a lot of factors from that case. The first one is the lack of interest. If that person isn't interested in that thing, then it will be nothing for them. And if they are forced, they will rebel. So we must make them aware and want to protect it based on their own desire. Second, indifference to their cultures. Most of young people think that our culture isn't important. However, it's an asset for our countries, such as Bali's beaches, Monas, and many more. And the last one is the lack of information. Most of them know about our cultures, but they don't know the real meaning behind it. And as you know, our country has a lot of cultures, from Sabang to Merauke. So it's impossible for us to knowing about that cultures, all of them. So after knowing the reason why they are more interested in other countries' cultures, we should try to think to make sure they want to protect it. So, what should we do? First, we could try to mix our traditional cultures into something new, such as we could try to mix our traditional music with EDM music. And we could upload it on YouTube. As you know, YouTube is the most visited platform for millennials. So, admissible among millennials, and they will not get bored while listening to. Second, grab the number of media outlets which talking about Indonesian cultures. Or even we could turn it into a comic book or a movie because psychologically most of the children will be easy to remember something by what they see and what they listen. So if we turn it into a movie, they will be easy to remember something. The third one is the school may ask the students to give them some assignment about Indonesian cultures so they will learn something while they are searching it. And the last one is if you are travelers, don't just go abroad. You can travel around Indonesia because there are a lot more beautiful things that you can find in Indonesia. Actually, our cultures have been recognized by other countries. But in time, if still isn't maintained, then it will be disappear as time goes by. But honestly, our cultures could not be disappear. It could survive in this globalization era because we could take advantage from this nowadays technology. Because like in conclusion, I'd like to say that even though we live in globalization era, there is no reason for us to forget our own cultures. Because it is our tradition, it is our culture, it is our identity as a land of diverse cultures. There is no reason to forget all of them because we love our country and it is ours. It is ours, guys. Thank you for your attentions and goodbye.